Stacking silver and gold on a budget. We're going to look into that, folks. You see a pile of war nickels. I'll let you guys know what the deal I got on war nickels today on eBay as well. When we will also look into graded coins, not so much the ones graded from these companies like NGC or PCGS. I'm going to let you guys know what I'm talking about there in a little bit here at the end of the video. Someone asked me to give some information about that, so I'm going to do that as well. So please like, share, and subscribe. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of January. I thank you all very much who has recently subscribed and who stayed subscribed. I do appreciate it. Let's try to get to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. All right, so today, you guys know, some of you guys may know if you watched past videos, today was one of our Sundays that we will go into the coin shop. We had some appointments come in and, you know, trying to help people out on a Sunday, which we're not open on a Sunday, but every now and then we will do this because there's more and more people are starting to ask questions, and there's sometimes we just don't have the time right then and there to answer people's questions. We can give them 10-15 minutes, but if we feel like people need more than 10 or 15 minutes, we're going to say, why don't we make an appointment for you? And, you know, we can do it later today, we can do it tomorrow, we can do it on a Sunday, whenever time fits for them. So sometimes it falls on a Sunday, and we just open up for those people, not open to the general public on a Sunday, of course, but we will do that. So this woman and her husband, she works for a bank, all right? She's a loan officer. He is a assistant manager at a grocery store. They asked me not to name the bank or the grocery store, so I'm not going to do that. They did give me permission to tell their story. So she was telling me at the bank, before we start showing the numbers, what she got. You know, bank's in trouble. That's basically the message she says. You know, they're tying up on the loans. They're not, you know, people have good credit scores. A lot of people don't have money down to buy a house, buy a car, and they're getting away from those type of loans with no money down. They want at least 10% down right now before people start getting their loans. She says, people that were qualified 6-8 months ago are not qualified today. So they're tying up, folks. How are people going to get loans for vehicles or a house if they have good credit? The banks are using more caution right now as we speak. So with that being said, you know, she's afraid that the dollar's going to collapse. She says, we don't keep hardly any money in the bank anymore. You know, she says, we have limitations, you know, on different accounts. Some are $1,000 a day they can take out. Some are $1,500 a day they can take out. And she says, that's about the max, $1,500 a day, unless the supervisor approves it. Unless she approves it or another supervisor approves it, they're not letting a lot of cash out of the bank in per day transactions. So with that being said, this is coming from her. This is not coming from me. The question is your money really safe in the bank? I'll let you folks make that decision on your own with that information. So with that being said, she has 1 ounce of gold now. That's all her and her husband had. So she was asking my opinion about what silver to start out with. I said, maybe get a little bit mix of everything. Not of everything, but she said, to start out with a lot of the American coins, maybe some Canadian maple leafs. And I says, you know, let's start there. And so I pulled some figures together for her, and they were very, very happy. So what I did, I'm going to show you exactly what the order was, folks. We started off with $2.50 at $23.05. So every $1 face right now, the shop that I work for, we are charging $23.05 per dollar face. So we started off with that. Then we went to, of course, some of these numbers were changing because we're trying to get the math right. Silver Eagles, we did 2 Silver Eagles at $34.70. They were backdated Silver Eagles, not the 2025s. Were backdated from 2023, not a big deal. $69.40 we did for those for the couple. We also did 2 Maple Leafs at $33.70. Those were the 2025s. So we did $67.40 on those. We also did a roll of silver quarters at $230.50. still 23.05 times face. And we did a roll of Roosevelt silver dimes, 23.5 times face, $115.50. You add all that up, it's $505.85. I said to her, I said, this is the closest I'm going to get to that $500 threshold with, you know, trying to get you a mix of everything. I said, I'm willing to take the $5.85 off, give you a little bit of a price break. And from time to time, we will help customers out with a price break like that, trying to get them started. She says, well, we're going to have about $250 a month to spend on silver. And she says, what do you think about more is more gold? I said, well, you got 1 ounce of gold. I said, let's get your threshold at least up to, you know, the value of the gold you have. Let's keep the threshold of at least, for your situation, I said, until you get more, there's more gold. So let's get about $2,700 worth of silver first. Then we can work on more gold if you want to. But I said, my opinion is right now, silver is so undervalued. You can always trade for gold later. I says, what do you like the best? I said, you like the quarters the best? You like the dimes the best? You like the maples the best? She was really into the maples. She loved the design on the maple leaves, especially on where the maple leaves are. She loves this design. Her second pick, I'll kid you not, she liked the Washington silver quarters next best. So I says, well, focus on those two things. If you pick out one more thing, she says, I'm not a big fan of the silver eagles, but my husband likes them, you know. So, you know, she says, I'm trying to make him happy too. And he says, and he said, honey, do what you want. You know, get what you want. You know, he says, I don't care. It's at the end of the day is silver at the end of the day. I tell people stack what they like. You know, but there has to be warning about that. You know, yes, you're going to like it. Someone else may like it too. But just be careful on these oddball rounds, these high-end silver pieces, you know, like your Star Trek rounds, like your, you know, whatever type of other round, it's a special round, you know, different designs, different shapes. You know, there's some hot shapes right now going around because of for Valentine's Day for 1 ounce. Yeah, those are pricey. All right, it's not worth the premium on those type of stuff. You know, having one or two is fine, but it's not something we should be stacking as a whole, and that's just my opinion. Now, so she was happy with what we told her. She's going to come back. She's going to keep me updated what's going on with her bank. So maybe we will get some more information what's going on there, folks. You know, take the information as is. This is not financial advice, of course. You know, I'm getting bits and pieces, and I'm trying to pass it along to you as a viewer. It's, as you know, as you being my viewer, I'm trying to give you the updated, most honest information I can find out there, or hearing what's going on at the banks. You know, so I gotta be cautious of saying, you know, about financial stuff. So that is what I'm trying to be very cautious about, because I don't want to give anybody the wrong information. So with that being said, let's just move on to, yeah, I got more war nickels today, folks. I did. You know, I was in between appointments too. This today at the shop. I was on my eBay account at the shop. And but I had about 15, 20 minutes. I came across a lot of 100 more war nickels. Price was $158.99. So let's say $159 to make it close enough. They each cost, of course, $1.59 each. The melt value is $1.71. So I think I did pretty good on that. Some people don't like the 40% Kennedy halves. That's fine. Some people don't like the war nickels. That's fine. When silver takes off, I think people are going to wish they had some in their stacks, because one war nickel could eventually pay for something halfway decent if we get into some crazy silver prices. If that happens, when that happens, however you want me to phrase that, I'm not here to make crazy predictions. Right now, my prediction for the winter months with silver and gold are right in line what I've said they were going to be. So, you know, I try not to make crazy predictions. You know, we got about a month and a half here left, you know, to almost 2 months left, you know, of when spring's going to hit here. And, you know, then now when halfway through March, I'll make my prediction for the spring, and we will see if those numbers come in line. The last two predictions I made for fall and summer and fall, they were not off by much. Silver was right in range for what I said it was going to be. One I think it was the summer months that I was a little bit wrong on silver. It actually tanked a little bit a couple days. Gold in the fall took off, as we know, almost to $2,800. I didn't think we were going to get that high. So I'd rather be lower than it goes higher than go too, than have it fall behind what I said it was. So, I mean, I'm not 100% right. I try to give the best ballpark prediction where I think it's going to land every quarter. So, I said, this for the winter months, I said silver was going to trade between 28 and 40 bucks. Right now, we're in between that. I said gold was going to trade between $24.75 and $2,900. We're in that ballpark right there. We've not gone over that. We've not gone under that. So right now, my prediction is right on spot where silver and gold would be trading at. We will see if I'm right at the end. If I'm a little bit wrong, I'm a little bit wrong. That's the case. I have no control. Nobody has, you or me, have no control what silver and gold does. Only the COMEX, the climax, I love to call them that, or is in the LBMA, have control where the prices go. So with that being said, I want to just talk about graded coins real quick. There's a lot of confusion about graded coins out there. So if it's coming from NGC, PGCS, NX, or whoever else grades these coins out there, they put a grade of MS70 on this coin. Okay? Let's say 5 years from now, this starts getting milk spotted. It's not NGC's fault for mislabeling it. That just happens. Okay? Do I trust all their opinions on their coins? Well, we kind of have to. Do I agree with them all? With some of the coins we get back at the shop when we send them out? No. I mean, sometimes I thought that was going to come a little bit lesser grade. Sometimes I think it should have came back a little bit of higher grade. But it is what it is. They do have charts they go by, folks. All right? They do have charts they go by. And, the Red Book does a very good job as well on this. Let me back off the camera a little bit, if I can. No, I cannot. So, the Red Book does a pretty good job. Let me just, sorry if I bounced the camera. I was trying to show you guys this. Let me just, they have grades right in the book, okay? Right on top of every single design, they're going to have the graded book there. And I'm trying to not bounce too much here. But, some coin shops will put their own grades on them. Can you trust those grades? That's questionable because grading is very opinionated. Even with the NGC, PGCS, yes, they have guides they go by. All right? I mean, sometimes the owner and I, somebody else, we get in a little hissy fit with each other, when we say in a great coin in to get graded, or we argue about a grade on the coin. It's opinionated. So, just don't trust somebody putting MS62, meaning mint state 62. It could end up coming back as an MS60, MS61 from NGC or PGCS or even NX. It's very opinionated. I do recommend, you don't guys see me recommend too much on this channel, but I do recommend people picking up the Red Book. You can get them on eBay, you can get them on Amazon.com, you can probably find them at a local bookstore if they even exist anymore. Some areas have them, some areas don't have them. Sometimes you can pick up a back copy from Goodwill or the Salvation Army, stuff like that, or you see one in an antique store or just wherever the case may be. If you can pick up a backdated book, pick up a backdated book as a guide. And that's all it is. And that is what it's called. It's a guide. It's not written in stone. This is how it's going to be. This is how prices are. Prices are changing all the time. Do I recommend buying a new book every single year? Absolutely not. And the reason, if you're not into, like me, work in a coin shop, and you're stacking, these prices are not going to change that much year over year. There are other online tools you can use, like the NGC website. They break it down for you right there as well. If you have a graded coin from NGC or PCGS, download the apps, folks, on your smartphones and scan the barcode. And NGC, PCGS will tell you what that coin is worth. Sometimes with the PCGS cases, they will have a little lock symbol in the corner of the case. I don't have one here to show you. You can actually hold that up to your phone. It'll scan that chip inside. And it's not a tracking chip, so let's not start that. All that chip does, it registers with your phone, and it'll bring in the app. You can scan that chip in there, and it will tell you what that coin is worth right in there. You don't have to scan the barcode. That's how crazy technology has become. But it does work with a lot of them as well. I've done it. It works. It works well. You can scan the barcode. You can put the serial number in the phone itself, and it will pop it right up in the app. Now, with the prices, you're not going to get that. If you have to sell it, you're not going to get that at the coin shop. I will tell you right now, that is what the book value is. A lot of these coins right now are not selling nearly as book value as of right now. Will that come to change? We have to wait and see. The market is down everywhere right now with the graded coins. I bought a lot of graded coins in the past. I do not regret it at all. I got a lot of good deals when I got them in the past. I am not stacking them as we speak right now. But there's still deals to be found out there. Alright? People at the shop still are buying them. We do buy them, from the general public. Some people get mad at the prices we were offering, but that's it. It's just an offer. Alright? It's just an offer of the prices. Our clientele is mostly into raw coins. And most people who stack are into raw coins. I'm just going to be honest with you. I like having a little bit of everything. Me personally. That's just me personally speaking. Some people do get into, if you're a new stacker, stay away. Alright? I'm just going to be honest with you. Stay away. Get a good stack going first. Don't pay up for the case. If you can get a graded coin for about the same price as you can do raw, great. Pick it up if it's a, but beware. There are fakes out there as well. Make sure you are buying from a local or an online reputable bullion dealer when it comes to graded coins as well. There are companies, there are people on eBay that do a terrific job with graded coins, and they have a store, and they sell a lot. They have a lot of good feedbacks. A lot of them are 100% feedbacks. So there are deals out there to be had. We just have to look. So with that being said, don't trust the grade on a coin that's in one of those cardboard flips, or it has a sticker saying it's MS61, extra fine 45, whatever the case may be. Question the grade. Get yourself a copy of the Red Book. I don't make any money where you buy it from. There's not going to be no link to anything like that. And the new one comes out. The 2026 version will come out in April, folks. So with that being said, you might want to wait till April. It's not that far away. But when the 2026 comes out, the 2025s will be our red hot deal, because they're trying to get rid of the 2025s then too. You can pick up a backdated one now for a pretty gosh darn good price. The new ones, when they come out, they're going to run you between $15 and $18 per book. So just keep that in mind. If you can pick a backdated up one for $10 a year or two back ago, you've done yourself well there as well. So this video has gone on long enough. I thank you for your time. If you folks have questions for me, my email is in the description of every single video. Don't hesitate to reach out. Into the next video. Coin Shop Chris is out. I hope you folks have a good day.